So as you guys can see, we got a total of 277 views within the past 28 days, and this video alone has generated me a grand total of $7,100 with one singular YouTube video. And there's not any crazy editing skills, there's not any $10,000 program that I'm selling. It's simple, it's very easy, and it's repeatable. And if you have a high ticket business where you're selling anywhere from $1, $3, $5, or even $10,000, you can sell clients like clockwork using this exact system that I'm about to show you in this exact video. All right, so many people want to know, what are you selling? What exactly are you making money with? So point is, if you already have a business, you already have your product, your service, you don't really need to know much about it. But I'm showing you proof of concept and I'm not lying to you. This is actually what I do. So this website, essentially, it's monetizecreator.com. It's essentially a niche website for people that want to start TikTok Shop Affiliate. If you guys don't know what TikTok Shop Affiliate is, it's essentially an online business model where you just do affiliate marketing on TikTok. The only issue is that you need a follower count of 10,000 on TikTok to actually join the program, or 5,000, 10,000, whatever. Essentially, nobody wants to go through the process of growing an account, buying follow. Like it's a whole process. We've nailed it down, and obviously I don't handle any of the fulfillment, but essentially the solution is a done-for-you account that's in the program, ready to go, so you don't have to worry about it. So essentially, it's like buying a car instead of building your own, going through the whole process. That's essentially how it works. As you guys can see, our prices are $549, $749, and $1,000. And funny enough, we just launched this offer only a couple days ago, and we haven't even started taking sales calls yet because we're not even charging that much. But we already got our first sale of $997 without a single thing. Now, you guys are probably wondering, I have a high ticket business. It's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And we have to get on the phone to actually close these people. Good, that's even better. Your close rate will go from 10, 20, maybe even 30% if you're lucky. With your business, it will skyrocket to 40, 50, 50, 60, 70%. Insane numbers that you will never have ever seen in your life, no matter how much money you spend on paid ads. If you do it through the YouTube route, this is an unbeatable, essentially, process of finding your ideal ICP, people that already want to buy, people that are already problem aware, solution aware. Essentially, it's a game changer. And you're probably thinking, why aren't you selling high ticket? Well, in this exact industry that I'm in, really the only high ticket thing that you can sell is coaching. I'm not really a good person at TikTok Shop, so I don't want to sell something unethical that I'm not even good at myself and cannot promise results. But if you have something that you're obviously charging a lot of money for, and you've already gotten clients in the past, so many people start a high ticket business and they're like, I don't know which social media platform to start, literally any. But if you are already on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, like whatever platform that you're using to close high ticket clients, if you're thinking to yourself, how is YouTube going to be any different? It's just another traffic source. It's just another place to post YouTube videos. It is absolutely not. If you can at least close one client per month, that is a business. If you're making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 per client, you can generate so much more with YouTube with the exact same efforts that you put into Instagram, posting 2, 3, 4, 5 times reels a day, trying to book calls manually. Do all these crazy tasks. Talk with people that are not interested. This is the framework that gets people to search up your videos, watch the entire 10, 20, 30-minute YouTube video that you have on your screen that essentially acts as a VSL without them even realizing it. And then from there, them booking a call means that they're already qualified. You don't have to do any of the work, and essentially your close rate goes through the roof. And the reason why I've been able to do this for so many times, for so many of my clients, and for so many of my channels is because YouTube is pretty much the only logical way of actually attaining clients. It's like going into a normal car dealership expecting to find a Porsche. The only place that you can only get a Porsche is by going to the Porsche dealership. So you have to actually drive, aka your clients going out of their way to find the car that they specifically want. They need the exact solution. So essentially, as you guys can see, past 28 days, it's been through YouTube search. And if you go over to the reach section, you guys can see it's all 50, 60% YouTube search. If you go over to the past 90 days, not even up for, actually, no, it's been up for 90 days. Okay, whatever. 55% YouTube search, and then a couple other things. You guys get the idea. It is search. It is why people are doing it. And so many people will say, I cannot rank in search. Well, good. I can't either. This keyword that I targeted is the smallest, most competitive. Like, I didn't even realize this was a keyword until yesterday. How to buy TikTok Shop affiliate accounts. Literally, somebody is searching that. Like, how insanely niche is that for somebody to be searching? And then obviously, I just made a little video. And the funny thing is, I started making a crap ton of money whenever this video only had a couple hundred views. It has 1,000 now, but like I said, within the first couple days, it was getting 5 views per day and generating me this much money. I can't even go to it. So how exactly do we copy this into our own business? Now, as easy as I can put it, as simple as it is, literally whatever solution that you offer. So if we can just very much simple terms put it, relationship coaching. Now, this video is not going to be talking about how to refine your offer, how to find your ICP. If you're already in the business era and you already kind of have all that figured out, you have your ICP, you have your ideal offer, you have everything in place, keep your eyes on this video. If you don't, go back, watch some other videos, try to find exactly who you're trying to target, because the more specific you are, the riches are in the niches, essentially. So let's just go for a very specific relationship coaching. We can go even deeper, such as how to get over a breakup in 30 days. And then let's just say people that are 21 to 35. So this is a very good niche. And the reason being is, because people are very affected by this. People have careers, people have jobs, people have families at that point. Getting in a breakup is horrible and it's very bad. Now, of course, it depends on whatever niche that you're in. It depends whatever you're coaching, whatever you're selling. The more closer that you can put yourself and essentially position yourself as a solution to the bleeding neck problem, essentially the bigger the problem is, the more urgent it is, the more painful it is in their life, the more they're willing to spend, the quicker they are to buy. If you're trying to sell somebody a bicycle and they're just thinking about getting into bicycling, they're not really going to commit right then, especially spend a lot of money. But if somebody's been thinking about it for a long time, there's a tournament coming up, their current bike broke, they really want a top level bike to beat all the people in the competition, right there. That's a theory that they really need it right then and there. There you go. That's how it kind of works. So if your offer is not kind of in that sense, that's probably why you're not making money. Doesn't really mean about the traffic source. If you have a good offer, you have everything in place, get on to YouTube and just watch what I'm about to show you right here. So essentially what you need to be doing is just creating key problems. So essentially problems that people are searching. So the exact ICP in relationship coaching for this specific offer, and this is what one of my clients does. This is pretty much his niche, how to get over a breakup. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Pretty much people want it in a very quick time frame. People want to get rich in 30 days. People want to get jacked in 30 days. People want to get over a breakup in 30 days. Essentially, it doesn't matter how long it is, but like this is their specific offer. And on top of that, funny enough, people actually search 30 days. They search very specific stuff. And funny enough, all you got to do is just map out, I would say personally, 3 key problems that people are searching. So this can just be your straight up problem, which would be this: how to get over a breakup in 30 days. And obviously you don't have to put the age, but essentially these are the people that they're targeting because they make more money off of it. It's more urgent. They have the funds to spend, all that sort of stuff. And from there. Now, also, you can search up other things. Essentially, go into the ICP, look at who they are, think, what are they searching? If they're not, if they're not super desperate, they're not going to be searching anything. But what would somebody be searching in that sense to essentially get over it? How to get over my ex in 30 days. How to stop thinking about my ex instantly. Something like that. So essentially just very specific things that people would be searching, and all they have to do, literally just validate the idea on vidIQ. And, here, let me give you a prime example. So if you go into my analytics right here, go over to the reach tab, you guys can see 50% of it was through search. If you go over to see more, you can actually see if you click on YouTube search, let's see, traffic. Okay. Traffic source. I'm trying to find what were people searching. Okay. It's not showing me that right now. Here we go. Okay. So essentially it's a big mix. 438 views came from people searching. So the top one, for example, how to buy TikTok account with followers, how to buy TikTok account with followers, how to buy TikTok affiliate account. So it's a big mix of stuff, but like main point, let's just copy this one. Let's see how many views this one has. Go right here, discover keywords, search up, boom. Okay. Only 3,000 people are searching it. So many people that are getting into YouTube think you need to find something with, right here, 38,000 keywords, right? Low competition. First of all, that's very inaccurate. vidIQ is great. It's awesome. But it's like looking at a stock chart a day later. Like, you just know there's a terribly big difference. Obviously, there's something not right. Do not be going for these keywords, especially ones with 1, 2, 3 words in them. B2B lead generation. You would think it's a great idea to start talking about B2B lead generation, put that in your title, and then that's it because it's high, it's low competition. You need to be way more specific in that. B2B lead generation, plumbing, 750, okay. Agency, 1,000, okay. B2B lead generation tutorial, 1,000. So anywhere from the 1,000 to 5,000, that's what you want to be targeting. Nobody's telling you about this, but the way more specific you are, the easier it is to be closing people. Because you can go into a niche, you can have the best product, the best offer, but guess what? Somebody else can have the exact same thing as you. So it doesn't matter how good you stand out. Essentially, the less options that people has, the more likely they are to buy from you. If you go to Walmart, you see the Great Value chips and you see the Doritos. At the end of the day, I'm going to buy the Great Value chips because essentially they're more options. You know, the cheaper, the same thing sort of stuff. Obviously, you don't want to put yourself in a competition where you have to lower your prices. That's just going to get you cheaper clients. It's not going to get you people that you want to work with. They're going to want to see results a lot faster. You want people that are willing to pay a high quality premium. So how do you position yourself in a niche that essentially is oversaturated, but still getting the people that you want? So obviously it's by going very, very, very specific and niche with it. So that's essentially kind of how you go about gauging this. And all you got to do is just literally post 1 or 2 videos a week, literally talking about exactly what you are, and be very specific with your video. This video was 11 minutes long. My average video is 5 to 8 minutes. So essentially I went through the exact process, taught somebody exactly how they can go through the process, was very specific with my messaging, by the way. You cannot sit around and say, here's how to get over a breakup in 30 seconds or 30 days. And start talking about the general stuff. And then at the end, you're like, oh yeah, I have a course if you want to get it. No, you have to say at the end of your video, for example, if you are ages 21 to 35, you have a professional career, and this is something that you cannot sleep at night with. We are launching a specialized deal just for you. By clicking the link in the description down below, you can get on the wait list and essentially change your life. And I know how much you mean to your career, your family. You want to get it out of your mind. You want to move on. This is your chance. Essentially, it's going to be like you're calling out to the main audience. So of course, you want to go through the factor of wow, not how, or actually, hold on, let me, okay, here. So I learned this through William Brown, if you watch him already. Okay. So essentially, you want to be gauging people into the wow factor. You want people to say, wow, that's amazing knowledge. How did you do it? Where do I work with you one-on-one? How do I buy more products from you? If you tell people exactly how to do it, they're going to do it themselves, and then they don't need you as a coach. They don't need you as a service provider. They don't need anything. So make a video that's great enough and it gauges them, but essentially leaves them saying how, not wow. That's kind of how you do it. And again, if you are a business yourself, you have a high ticket offer and you want to go ahead and scale further than $5,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 a month, and you want to scale anywhere from 20, 30, 40, 50K a month, it's very and easily possible through YouTube, through these very micro niche targeted strategies. For a perfect prime example, I'm doing the exact messaging that I just talked about just a couple seconds ago. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Again, if you're a business, you want these strategies. This is the general way of how to do it, but there's a little bit more in-depth strategies on how you actually do it. Make the content, specifically gauge this exact audience, make an offer, all that sort of stuff. If you want to work closely with me and work very closely, obviously scale that offer up, click that first link in the description down below, book a call, and I hope you all have an amazing day. See you guys later.